Right, these are the consoles that I've got for sale. Here's my name, the NextGenUpdate on it. Just wait for it to focus. Come on. Damn it. Never mind. So there's 2 slim consoles and 3 original fat consoles. The slim ones I'll go through first. This is the one that's sort of fully working to an extent. Why won't it focus? Come on. I'll read it out anyway. It's a Trinity 4GB flash on the 17489 dash, and it's RGH'd. It's got a white internal LED, 120GB hard drive. It reads DVDs, but for some reason it doesn't read games, which is weird because it did a little while ago when I last used it. So maybe it's been sitting in a corner, so it could just be clogged up with dust. So it might just take a clean to get it working. But again, these are all faulty in my eyes, so they're all sort of sold pretty cheap. But I will sort of put up videos for each one afterwards, showing you that they are modded and they're not just sort of normal consoles. This one is also a Trinity. It doesn't have a 4GB thing built in, and it doesn't have a hard drive, but it does have a NAND flasher soldered in and built in, so it's in the I'll just move it underneath the plastic. It has very wobbly plastic. You might not be able to see it. You can just about see the USB port. There's a matrix NAND flasher built in. It's just a bit of a project, really. But yeah, as mentioned on the piece of paper, it has wobbly plastic because the tabs are broken on it. It has blue ring of light on the front, blue and white ring of light mod on the front. DVD drive does seem very faulty. It spins when you open it, so if you've got a game in there, it still spins when you open the disc drive, but it does seem to play DVDs alright, so again, works as a DVD player in that sense, and it's also RGH'd, as I've written there. So that's both the slim consoles. I'll start with the fat consoles, which are all about to fall over. This one's a JTAG, not an RGH, on 17489 dash. It has a blue red ring of red light, so when you turn it on, all the lights on the front are all blue. It's finally focused, and it has a 2 red strips of red internal LED, so it looks really nice when it boots up. Doesn't read games, but it does read DVDs. And again, I don't think any of these consoles seem to read games, but when you've got an RGH, you just play off the hard drive. So, you know, I'm not condoning piracy at all, but just use your own backups that you've made in the past. This one is the only one that's not modded, but it is on 6690 dash, which is JTAGable, which is the old blade dash. The DVD drive doesn't read games, which again is funny because it did a while ago, so it might just need a clean. I haven't used it for about 8 months, and it's just been gathering dust. It reads DVDs, which is fine, and it's a Xenon motherboard, but it doesn't seem to get too hot. But I haven't tested these for red ring of death, but they seem to run and play DVDs and not overheat or anything. This one, DVD drive sticks, but if you hit it, it opens it. It doesn't read games, and it doesn't read DVDs, so it doesn't even matter that it opens because it's fucked. Xenon motherboard, and it's JTAG'd on the 17489 dash. And that's all of them, isn't it? Yeah. So I'll do a video of each of them booting up separately and showing that they run homebrew and stuff. But that's pretty much the overview of all of them. Okay, this is the first boot up. This is the sticky DVD drive that doesn't read games or DVDs, but it is JTAG'd on 17489, and it's a Xenon, and I've got my name there to prove that it's me and the NextGenUpdate. And it's JTAG, so it's an instant boot, so it's not. Also, if you hear the fan spinning out, it's because the what's the name of it? I can't even think. The image that I flashed onto it. I haven't modded these for ages. It's been about 8 months since I've done anything like this. When I flashed it, I sort of set. I think I set the fan to about 60% because it's an old Xenon. This is it booting up. It needs a hard drive stuck into it so I can prove that it boots homebrew. Just grab my hard drive out of my main console. Fuck. So I just stick the hard drive in there and boot it back up with my name on the top. So it's booting up, and with this hard drive it should boot straight into Freestyle Dash. Hello. can sort of see my reflection, I think. So yeah, it's just booting straight into Freestyle Dash after a few seconds. There we go, Freestyle. Just wait for it to boot up completely. There we go. So it's all booted into Freestyle Dash. I'll just get the remote connected. There we go. And the CPU temp's just below 60 on the CPU. And all the other temps are pretty low. So that's the first console. This is the 6690 dashboard, so it's pre-7371, which is JTAGable. And it's all sort of in good physical condition with the hard drive for that. This is the one where the DVD drive doesn't read games, but it does read DVDs, and again it's a Xenon. Here we go, it's booting up to the old Blade Dash. Just get the remote connected again. Here we go. Just go to console settings. And you can see it's on dashboard 6690, which is what I've written on there. And this console is working, but as I've said, it doesn't read games, but it does read DVDs. And that's my name again. So that's the second console, a lot quicker than the first one. Right, this is the console that's JTAGed on 17489. It has a blue red ring of light, or ring of light mod, and a red internal LED, which looks really nice. So I'm thinking whether to put this one on the side. It doesn't read games, but it does read DVDs. I'll get the hard drive in to prove that it boots into Homebrew. For goodness sake. There we go. Right, I'll put it on its side because it looks better like that. So there's the blue, and at night it looks really nice with the internal red LEDs. I'll just get the controller ready. You can see it's booting into 17489, and all the lights are blue. And you've obviously, like I say, got the nice red LEDs on the inside, which looks really, really nice at night. And it's booting into freestyle, as it should. And there's Freestyle Dash. Temps are fairly good. I think I modified the fan on this with the XE build. That's the word I was trying to look for earlier. God, that's not a complete new XE build image. I think I might have set the fan to a little bit higher, but again, you can change that in settings of thingy, and then you go to system settings and go down to fan speed, and you can just change the fan speed up to like 100%. So yeah, that's the third one. Right, this is the first Slim console of two. Just to give you an idea of how long it's been since I've done Xbox stuff, I tried to plug this into that for about 5 minutes until I realised that I needed the other power supply. So that's how little I've done anything to do with Xboxes for a very long time. So yeah, this one is the Trinity 4GB flash 17489 RGH with white internal LED. Has a 120 gig hard drive in the hard drive bay. Doesn't read games, which might just need a clean, but again, I'm not offering any guarantees on any of these consoles, which is why they're going pretty cheap. And it does read DVDs. I'll boot that up. There's no ring of light mod, but you can see the white LED. This looks quite nice at night. It sort of projects out of the top and the sides and everything out the back, which you might be able to see a little bit. I don't know, never mind. Anyway, this one takes a little while to boot up. Sometimes it can be anywhere from instant to about 40 seconds. And obviously, for the purpose of a video, it's clearly going to take as long as it wants, because it's going to be annoying. It's going to be really annoying when I play back all these videos and I realise you can't even hear my voice over the music. That's going to be really nice. There we go, it's booting. So that was about 30 seconds, I guess. Get the controller synced up. Because it has a hard drive built in, it should have XEX menu on it for me to show you that it boots Homebrew. Don't have a profile on it. Here we go, here's the XCX menu. It might have some games on here somewhere, I'm not sure. No, it doesn't. Unless it does. Nope, no games at all. I thought it had some on the hard drive, but obviously not. Never mind, it just has the sort of dash launch and the Freestyle 3 on there, so it does have Freestyle Dash, but this proves that it boots up, and it's got a 107 gig, which is 120 gig hard drive in there. So that's that. It's got this is the flash and the 120 gig hard drive one. Boots up fine and runs Homebrew. This is a slightly more special console, although it's sort of very rattly because the plastic's loose on the bottom, which it says there. It's the 17489 RGH, has blue and white ring of light mod. DVD drive's very faulty, but it does seem to play DVDs. But this one has the Matrix NAND flasher built in, which is pretty handy. If you brick it, try and update it, you can sort of plug in JRunner or JRunner straight in to the NAND of the console, and if it bricks it, you can quite easily unbrick it. Why is this so out of focus? Come on, focus. There we go. It's doing it again. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to boot this one up. I should have plugged it in beforehand. Fucking idiot. Okay, let's boot this one up. And you can see it's got the little blue dot. Focus. Oh yeah, just focus out of focus. That's nice. There we go. It should take about 30 seconds to boot up as well. I actually have no way of proving this runs Homebrew because I can't plug a hard drive into it. It doesn't have any internal storage. But I think you can trust me, as you've seen all the other ones. But I don't have a memory stick with XCX on it at hand. I've got a transfer cable somewhere. Never mind. I think you can believe me, considering all of those were modded, and that has a blue dot, which means absolutely fucking nothing, but you know, never mind. There you go. And the fact that it took ages to boot up, I mean, that should be proof enough. It's kind of green because of the plastic, but they are white LEDs. Yeah, it took like 40 seconds to boot up, so that should be proof enough. Either that or the console's totally fucked, but I think you can believe that it's the first one. I don't think there's anything on it. I don't think it has any built-in storage. Let me just check. System storage. Cool. No storage device. But it's on 17489 and it's RGH, so it can run Homebrew like all the other ones apart from the 6691. Okay, so that was the last console. I'm going to wrap it up by saying that none of these consoles come with any sort of guarantee, as they are cheap and all of them do have various faults. The only thing that I do guarantee is that all of them, apart from the one that's on 6690, which is the middle one there, they will all run Homebrew because they're all either JTAG or RGH. But none of them read games from the DVD drives, and but most of them read DVDs apart from the odd one or two. So I'm just going to go by saying that the DVD drives on these all of them are faulty, the DVD drives, but the rest of the console seems to be working absolutely fine. But again, for the reason that I'm selling them cheap and with no guarantee, which is because they're so cheap, and I am admitting that they do have various faults, but you could probably pretty easily fix them. Or like me with my main console, the DVD drive broke on that ages ago, but because I just play all my games off the hard drive and I use this to watch DVDs and shit, it doesn't really make much difference. So this is still a huge bargain if you want to pick up an RGH or JTAG console. So there are two RGHs, 2 JTAGs and 1 stock on the 6690, so there are a few available. I'm open to offers, but I will put up sort of a list price on the adverts. But I am completely open to any offers that you want to make. But I will add one thing: I will only ship inside of the UK. I will not ship to America or any other country because I just can't be doing with that. It's too expensive and it's too risky for me. So I will only ship inside the UK, which includes Scotland and Wales as well, obviously. Thanks for watching. I'll leave the link for the NGU post in the description. Thanks. Bye.